If you have massive goals but can't get off the couch, you're not just unmotivated. Here are the 6 psychological traits that explain this paradox. Trait number 6. Perfectionism disguised as procrastination. Let me tell you about Mike. He wants to start a business. He's researched for months, created spreadsheets, watched hundreds of videos. But he hasn't taken a single real action. He calls it laziness. It's not. It's perfectionism. This is the most misunderstood trait of lazy but ambitious people. You're not afraid of working. You're afraid of working imperfectly. You have this brilliant vision in your head. The perfect business, the perfect body, the perfect creative project. But the gap between your vision and your current ability is terrifying. So you don't start. Because starting means producing something that won't match your standards. It's easier to stay in the dreaming phase where everything is still perfect. The moment you take action, reality intrudes. Your first draft is terrible. Your first workout is embarrassing. Your first attempt fails. Lazy people don't care about outcomes. You care desperately. That's why you're frozen. You'd rather do nothing than do something badly. This is why you work in bursts. When you finally convince yourself it's okay to be imperfect, you're incredibly productive. Then the perfectionism creeps back and you freeze again. The solution isn't lowering your ambition, it's accepting that mastery requires messy beginnings. Every expert started as a disaster. Trait number 5. High intelligence with low executive function. Sarah is brilliant. She understands complex concepts instantly, sees solutions others miss, and has genuinely innovative ideas. But she can't remember to pay her bills on time. She starts projects and abandons them. She knows exactly what she should do but doesn't do it. This is the painful combination of high intelligence with low executive function. Executive function is your brain's project manager. It handles planning, organization, time management, task initiation, and follow-through. Some people have incredibly smart brains but weak project managers. You can visualize the entire path to your goal. You understand what needs to happen. You're not confused about how to succeed. But translating that knowledge into consistent action feels impossible. Your brain excels at big-picture thinking but struggles with mundane execution. The gap between "I know what to do" and "I'm actually doing it" is enormous. This isn't laziness. It's a genuine neurological challenge. Research shows that ADHD, anxiety, and depression all impact executive function, creating exactly this pattern: high ambition, low execution. The key is building external systems. You can't rely on willpower or motivation alone. You need structures, accountability, and environments that compensate for weak executive function. Trait number 4. All-or-nothing thinking patterns. Here's a pattern you'll recognize. You're either obsessively working on something or completely ignoring it. There's no middle ground. My friend Jake is like this. He'll work 12-hour days on a project for 2 weeks, then do absolutely nothing for a month. He's either 100% in or 0% in. There's no sustainable middle. This is all-or-nothing thinking, and it destroys consistency. You believe that if you can't do something perfectly or completely, there's no point doing it at all. Can't work out for an hour? Then why bother with 15 minutes? Can't write the whole chapter? Then why write a paragraph? This creates a cycle. You go all in with unsustainable intensity, burn out, then do nothing while you recover. You interpret the burnout as laziness when it's actually the consequence of your extremism. Ambitious but lazy people are often terrible at moderation. You don't know how to show up imperfectly, partially, or good enough. It's either excellence or nothing. But success isn't built on intensity. It's built on consistency. Writing 200 mediocre words daily beats writing 5,000 perfect words once a month. The solution is radically lowering your minimum standard. Instead of work on the project, try open the document. Instead of go to the gym, try put on gym clothes. Make the bar so low that you can't fail. Trait number 3. Fear of success and identity change. This one's counterintuitive. You're not afraid of failure. You're afraid of success. My friend Lisa had a dream of becoming a professional writer, but every time she got close to finishing something submittable, she'd sabotage herself. She'd rewrite endlessly, miss deadlines, or start a completely new project. After therapy, she realized the truth. She was terrified of actually succeeding, because if she succeeded, everything would change. Her identity, her relationships, her responsibilities. The comfortable story of "I could succeed if I tried" would be tested. Staying ambitious but lazy is safe. You get to keep your potential. You maintain the fantasy without risking the reality. You can tell yourself, I could be successful if I wanted, without ever proving whether that's true. Success also means visibility, judgment, and responsibility. Right now, no one expects anything from you. But if you actually achieve your goals, suddenly there are expectations, standards, and the pressure to maintain it. Laziness becomes a protective mechanism. It keeps you small, safe, and comfortable while letting you maintain the identity of someone with unrealized potential. Healing this requires getting honest. Do you actually want success, or do you just want the idea of it? Because achieving it means becoming a different person, and that's terrifying. Trait number 2, dopamine dysregulation and motivation issues. Here's the neuroscience. Your brain's reward system is broken. Dopamine is the neurotransmitter that drives motivation and action. When it functions properly, you feel motivated by progress toward goals. When it's dysregulated, you only feel motivated by immediate, intense rewards. This explains why you can scroll social media for hours but can't work on your business for 15 minutes. Social media provides instant dopamine hits. Your ambitious goals require sustained effort for delayed rewards. Your brain literally cannot generate enough dopamine for long-term goals. You're not lazy. You're neurologically incapable of feeling motivated by things that matter. This is extremely common in people with ADHD, depression, or chronic stress. Your baseline dopamine is so low that only hyper-stimulating activities register as worth doing. You have ambition, you have goals, but your brain's motivational circuitry can't convert those desires into sustained action. It's like having a car with a broken accelerator. You want to go, but the mechanism isn't working. The solution involves dopamine regulation, exercise, proper sleep, reduced stimulation from phones and social media, and sometimes medication. You can't willpower your way out of neurochemistry. Trait number 1, chronic anxiety and avoidance behavior. And here's the deepest truth. Your laziness is often anxiety in disguise. You're not unmotivated, you're terrified. Every time you think about working on your goals, your nervous system floods with anxiety. So you avoid, you distract, you procrastinate. It looks like laziness, but it's a trauma response. My friend David finally realized this. He thought he was lazy for not applying to jobs. But every time he opened his laptop to work on applications, he'd feel crushing anxiety. His body would tense, his chest would tighten, his mind would race. So he'd watch Netflix instead. He wasn't avoiding work. He was avoiding the anxiety that work triggered. Somewhere along the line, probably from critical parents, harsh teachers, or past failures, his brain learned that trying leads to pain. Now his nervous system treats ambition as a threat. The moment you move toward your goals, your body activates a stress response. Laziness is your brain's attempt to keep you safe from that emotional pain. This is why motivation techniques don't work for you. You don't need inspiration. You need nervous system regulation. You need to address the underlying anxiety that makes action feel dangerous. Therapy, especially trauma-focused approaches, can help. So can somatic practices that teach your body that action doesn't equal danger. 6 psychological traits of lazy but ambitious people. Perfectionism disguised as procrastination, high intelligence with low executive function, all-or-nothing thinking, fear of success and identity change, dopamine dysregulation, and chronic anxiety disguised as laziness. You're not broken. You're not weak. You're dealing with real psychological and neurological challenges that make execution difficult despite genuine desire. The answer isn't motivational speeches or discipline. It's understanding your actual barriers and addressing them compassionately. Lower your standards, build external systems, regulate your nervous system, heal your relationship with failure. Your ambition is real, your struggles are real. Both can be true. Stop calling yourself lazy and start getting curious about what's actually in your way. If this hit home, hit like and subscribe. Tell me which trait resonated most. You're not lazy, you're stuck, and stuck can be unstuck.